Have you ever felt like you're waking up but not fully? Have you wondered why some people seem deeply peaceful while others struggle even while on a spiritual path? Is awakening one single event or are there levels? Today, we're diving into the truth about spiritual awakening, the different stages, how they feel, and how you can grow through them step by step. Stick with me because by the end, I'll share 10 powerful tips you can implement today to accelerate your own awakening journey. The core question: are there levels of awakening? When I first started my own journey, I thought awakening was a one time moment, like flipping a switch. But over time, I realized it's more like climbing a mountain. Every level brings new perspectives, new challenges, and deeper understanding. Think of it like learning to swim. At first, you're just floating. Then you learn strokes. Then you start diving into deeper waters. The same is true for awakening. There are layers to peel away, each revealing more truth. Let me share a classic story. Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, didn't wake up instantly. First, he left the palace. Then he tried extreme asceticism. Then he meditated under the Bodhi tree. Each stage was a different level of awakening. He saw through attachments, then illusions, then suffering itself, finally reaching full enlightenment. Awakening is not one flash, it's a process of shedding layer after layer of illusion. In our modern world, we see the same. Eckhart Tolle famously describes his awakening. One night, while deeply depressed, he suddenly saw through his mind's constant chatter. But that was only the beginning. Since then, he spent years deepening his understanding and teaching others. His initial shift was powerful, but not the end. Even spiritual teachers continue to evolve. My own personal experience. I remember my own first glimpse of awakening. One morning, after months of meditation, I sat quietly and suddenly felt an immense stillness. For the first time, my thoughts weren't controlling me. I wasn't trapped by anxiety or regret. I felt free, but that was only the surface. Later, I noticed old patterns creeping back. My ego was still active, my triggers still existed. That's when I realized awakening isn't a destination, it's a practice, a constant deepening, a choice every single day. Let's break down the most common levels many experience. 1. Initial awakening, the glimpse. You suddenly see that you are not your thoughts. You feel peace, clarity, and separation from ego. 2. Awareness of patterns, the mirror stage. You start noticing your emotional triggers and ego attachments. You face your shadow self. 3. Inner healing, the detox stage. Old wounds, traumas, and limiting beliefs surface. You work through them with compassion. 4. Integration, the balance stage. Spiritual insights blend into daily life. You're present in relationships, work, and challenges. 5. Embodiment, the flow stage. Awakening becomes natural. You respond, not react. Life flows through you. 6. Service, the giving stage. Your purpose shifts from personal gain to helping others awaken. 7. Transcendence, the liberation stage. Complete surrender, no longer identifying with ego or form, deep union with life itself. Let's take some more modern day examples. Real people. Oprah Winfrey. She speaks often about discovering purpose beyond material success. That's a higher stage of awakening, living for contribution. Michael Singer, author of The Untethered Soul, he describes surrendering to life's flow, letting go of constant inner resistance. Ram Dass, from Harvard professor to spiritual teacher, his journey shows multiple levels of shedding intellectual pride, embracing service, and deepening love. Now let's get practical. Here are 10 ways you and I can consciously deepen our own awakening. 1. Daily meditation. Even 10 minutes a day builds awareness of thoughts. 2. Observe, don't judge. When emotions arise, Watch them like clouds passing. Don't label them as good or bad. 3. Limit external noise. Reduce consumption of media that feeds fear or division. 4. Embrace solitude. Regularly sit in stillness without distractions. This creates space for insight. 5. Journal honestly. Write down your triggers and patterns. Awareness is the first step to healing. 6. Practice gratitude. Shift focus from what's lacking to what's already abundant. 7. Body awareness. Stay connected to your breath and bodily sensations throughout the day. 8. Surrender control. Let go of the need to micromanage outcomes. Trust the unfolding. 9. Serve others. Give freely without expecting return. Service dissolves ego. Stay humble. Every level of awakening is simply another beginning. The deeper you go, the more you realize how much more there is. Final recap. So, are there levels of awakening? Absolutely. Just like climbing a mountain, each level offers a wider view, but also new challenges. Awakening isn't about reaching a finish line, it's about ongoing surrender, deeper presence, and continuous growth. In my own journey, every time I thought I was done, life gently showed me another layer. And that's the beauty of it. The path never ends, but every step brings more peace, more clarity, and more freedom. Call to action. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below. What stage do you feel you're currently at? And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so together we can help others awaken. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more deep dive mindset and awakening videos. Watch next: The Hidden Power of Surrender.